Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special podcast that celebrates 25 years of PSP Production. Yes, you've heard it well. It's a quarter of a century making projects. It's over 1,000 productions. So as you can see, we have plenty to talk about with these lovely ladies that are with me. Okay, I will introduce them now. But first, I'm Francisca Simões. I will be hosting this 3-episode special. And I'll be talking with Patrícia Lino, founder, managing partner, and executive producer. Carla Lopes, founder, managing partner, and treasurer. And last but not least, Susana Oliveira, managing partner and executive producer of this company. So, before we start, I have to tell you something. So, our team prepared some surprises that you don't know about.
Okay, my God.
Can I leave
Okay, I can leave the room now. I can imagine. Like questions. Okay.
So we will have some questions in each episode, but in the end of every episode, we will have a challenge you don't know about that you were not aware of. Okay?
All right.
So the panic is here.
So the surprise factor just came in the room.
Exactly.
Okay.
But don't worry, it's nothing too crazy, but I think you will like it. Okay.
So we won't have naked men's nothing.
No.
Oh, so I'm looking.
We can try in the next podcast.
Okay, maybe that could be a good content.
No.
Something.
But first, let's get to the questions, and then
Yes.
you will see. It's not too crazy, okay?
Okay.
So, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you feeling good?
Yes.
Perfect.
Confident.
So, for the first question, I think it's only fair to go back to the beginning,
Okay.
to the year 2000, and I want you to tell us what was the first project you ever took on, and how many sleepless nights did it cost you?
I didn't remember.
You don't remember? I do. So it was a project for a German production company that doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. It was very big, actually. And it was for a promo for ARD television. And it was for a sports event. German sports event, and they wanted to shoot all around Portugal, and so first we needed to scout all the locations that they intended to, and and it was a project where at the time I myself did all the scouts. Yes.
It was a
now
real
you remember.
beginning, yes.
Now you do remember, right?
Yeah.
So I did all the scouts myself, and through the entire country, and I mean I didn't have the experience that I have now. So it was quite challenging, quite rewarding. I made very good friends. So the DOP, I never forget that he told me like this: "I like you. You open doors," and I never forgot that. That to surpass the surprises during the production, and I even my God, and now I'm remembering this at the time. So, one of the things was, of course, the budget was not big. It was a very small budget, a very small team, and we had to do everything. So we were 12 people for everything. And the visiting crew, they were 6 people. So it was really, really a small crew. And so we needed to block streets. And one of the streets was in downtown, Praça do Comércio. So the major square in Lisbon. And we did it without police, without anything. Just we. So everybody was blocking the cars, and without any permit to block the cars at the time. Nothing. So it was really, really, I mean, when now people asked me for guerrilla productions. I always remember that because that was a true guerrilla.
Yeah.
I mean, it was incredible, but we are talking about 25 years ago. Now it will be impossible
to
do that.
Yeah, 25 years and more than 1,000 projects. So this is the first one.
Yeah.
Already messy, but of course still professional, but
Yes.
very in the beginning. But ever since, there's countless stories and things you can talk about. And I want to ask you, what is the most bizarre or hilarious thing that's ever happened on set? And what project was it?
I remember it was not bizarre, but it was a story that I can't forget. It was I think it was a Toyota job. We shot downtown. No, a Hyundai job. We shot downtown, and when we were about to start shooting, I was a location manager at the time, and I remember that I was with Pimenta. So I was downtown, and he was in the end of the Avenida da Liberdade. And the first AD was, and we had to do massive blocking, and we had a huge perimeter size area, so not the talkies were not working. We had to have a person in between. And I was like, Pimenta, are you ready to block? Are you ready to block? He didn't respond to me on the talkie. And I was like, this is super strange. What's going on? And suddenly, I don't remember how it started, but I heard that Pimenta, he's inside of a building shutting down a fire. So there was a huge fire going on inside of an apartment up at near the...
Downtown. It was downtown.
No, it wasn't. No, it was...
Yeah, it was near Coliseu.
Near Coliseu,
Yes,
exactly.
I remember.
And then we all, so the priority there was, of course, helping the people that were inside the apartment. So we kind of, overtime costs a lot of money. But it was really, the important at that time was saving those people that were inside those buildings. I remember, I can't say how long, but we stayed a long time there, taking children off the building. Having blankets from our apartment going inside. So it was big until the fire guys came in. But it's like the human factor was there. It was insane because we were about to shoot. We needed to shoot. We had a sun thing going on, obviously, but then the priority was that. It was
I remember,
impressive.
I remember that the shot was stopped during 1 hour.
Yes, at least 1 hour.
It was 1 hour. Yeah.
At least 1 hour, but it was really in the beginning, so I will never forget. This is not a bizarre. It is it is a true story, and it is a happy story in the end. But it was great to see everyone literally helping, and we were spread out downtown, so it was not like a small base camp where people were just next to, so everyone stepped in.
And I have another one. I have another one just recently. I think it was 3 years ago for sports. Sportswear. And we were shooting on a beach just near Lisbon. And this beach, they are not... They don't have surveillance, right? And the waves are big. And we were shooting. Everything was going well. Suddenly, I heard a boy screaming near the sea, and I went there. And so the boy was screaming, "My brother, my brother, my brother, my brother." So I realized that his brother was on the sea, and he couldn't come to shore. And so I went. I called the 112, so the emergency rescue. But then the visiting crew, the DOP and the director and the producer asked me what was going on. And I told them, and they were seeing. And so the DOP, our first AD, and the director, they were surfers, and actually we had surfboards
Exactly.
on the beach. So they took out everything.
And
the
they
clothes. They went immediately,
Yes.
and actually they were the ones that saved the boy. And then the catering was up on the hill, on the cliff, and they were with how do you say
The goggles.
the
with
goggles, seeing where was the boy.
Okay.
Okay, and then we realized that it was not only one boy. Then there was another guy that he was also
Struggling.
So actually, we did not save one, but two guys. I mean, this was really stressful, and but it ended well. But it could be really
Of course, I mean,
big stuff.
But it's funny how we, that's the thing, because sometimes we operate, we have this saying that we are not saving lives, but we act in our business, right? We are not saving lives, but we act like we are saving lives, like everything. It's the last opportunity. So we have to throw all on our energy. But these moments, I mean, when unfortunately they happen, I mean, the priority of these crews, I mean, everyone goes. The purpose, this doesn't matter. That's
exactly.
We all heard about the glamorous parts of production, how it's beautiful, making dreams come true. But what is the least glamorous task you have to do ever to make a project happen? Like, what was one task that you had to do once or more times that you're like,
I won't say
Francisca, I can begin. So, on a shoot with Cristiano Ronaldo, I had to go and buy his underwear. Yes.
You?
Yes.
That's a great statement
Did
for
you know
life.
the size? And did you know the size?
Yes, I did. I did. But I had to go and buy the underwear of Cristiano Ronaldo.
I mean, there's so many things that, I mean, in the end, we like, I mean, we normally, getting trash out of the floor because we have these procedures that we have to leave the places in better conditions that we sometimes found them. So, I mean, people are not always as efficient nor clean on set nor have the right behaviors. So, I mean, I did clean a lot of toilets.
Yeah.
I did.
It's part of the process.
It's part of the process and the job.
You have good stories, Carla, about that.
I'm in the shadows, so I don't go to set.
No, but you have in the office.
Maybe some
I mean, you
feet.
have some episodes of on the bathroom.
Yes,
but let's not have bathroom
No.
talks.
Let's not speak
Okay.
about cleaning the toilets.
That's
I mean, there's
definitely not
No,
glamorous.
no.
So
there's so many, but those I can't say because
you will be compromising to someone.
No. There are some things they're just offline.
So, a lot of stories, and we are going to keep on telling some more stories. But there's one thing they all have in common, which is this team, this core team that is here with me. Not with me included, with me in this table. So, this question is personal. I want each of you to answer. What has been the proudest moment of your career in PSP? One by one. Who wants to start? Carla?
I think that all the proudest moments we have is when we have a good testimonial of our clients. It's always, for me, it's always the proudest moments. And fortunately we had some of them,
Patrícia?
Well, for me, it's every year. I mean, being able to celebrate 25 years. So every year, when we celebrate one more year, I am proud that we arrive here. And despite all the challenges and difficulties, and beside that, I agree with Carla that it's arrive here and have a very good company, very good team, good reputation. So for me, that's very rewarding.
Because everything is a process.
Yeah.
Things don't happen only on one moment. It's a process.
It's a process.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I think in the end, I think all the jobs are made one way or another. It's all about the process. I think that's our biggest footprint. That the process with the people, with clients, it's good. That makes them having good feedback on us. I mean, we don't work for that. I mean, we work not to get that reward. It's part of how we behave. So I think being proud, it's a yearly thing. It doesn't come with one moment. I can't isolate.
And I would also say that I mean, at least myself, I'm very proud that we are always striving to be better. And being better means that we are always searching for new things to improve. I mean, new innovating skills, innovating technology. I mean, we are always looking to be different, to be better, and I believe that our track proved that. So on that, I am really, really proud of.
Yeah.
True.
And now I think people want to know what's the dynamic between the three of you. So I have here a situation to kind of picture that. So if the three of you were stranded on a desert island, how would you organize yourselves? Who would take charge? Who do you think would panic? How do you think that would happen? Just the three of you.
Yeah, I think that nobody that is here would panic.
I agree.
We had very difficult situations already, so we know that nobody will. I would say that Susana will be saying, okay, you do this, you do that, you do that, right away. Right.
Let's call for someone here.
No, but I wouldn't have a phone.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't have a signal.
Okay, in the desert
no,
I
island.
wouldn't have a phone, so I would just Bluetooth an idea who I would like to be calling at that time. But
I will be throwing ideas. Why don't we say I will be throwing ideas?
No,
And I would be looking at the sea, trying to think what should I do now?
Carla would for sure be the quietest between us, and at some point she would say, "Oh, but come on, can you both shut up?" At some point of the life, because it's I see like Patrícia giving ideas, I'm doing, you do that, and then Carla in the middle. Can you both shut up?
Yes.
But we would survive for sure.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we would survive. That's for sure. We would survive.
Perfect.
We would find a way to get out of that fucking
But each
island.
of you has a
we would
different...
stay. I would
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
rather stay for a week if I would have some coconuts. I wouldn't mind to stay in a relaxed mode.
Maybe some vacation, the
Yes.
three of you. So
First vacation.
Yes, it would be like a
No,
person-
because then I would be starving, and when I
I
get
know,
starved,
yeah,
I
you get-
get
you
I
get-
She
get
gets
yes,
really
yes,
mad.
when she's starting.
Yes.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
there's people like that. I can understand.
Yeah.
So now, to finish this first episode, I have the surprise challenge.
Oh my gosh! Can you come
Okay.
in? No, I'm joking.
But we do have props that I will bring out. Yeah.
Oh my God! What
But-
did you guys come up with? My God!
I wanted to ask you, do you know the game Who's Most Likely To?
Yes,
no,
yes.
I don't.
Okay,
No,
so...
it's like that. It's very famous on TikTok now. Who's the most? You point out, or you
yeah,
say.
but we have
who-
better. We have the
Oh, you
better.
improved the game. Okay.
Yes, we improved the game because we have pictures of you.
Oh my God!
Não posso.
So
Não posso acreditar.
each
I
of
can't
you
believe
will
this.
have pictures.
Oh
right?
my God!
No, we need to show to camera.
Opa, isto é
Oh,
muito-
come on.
We are a
This is
production team, of
super
course.
good.
We
Of
had
course.
to prepare everything.
This
Of
is
course,
very funny.
like this.
No.
Look.
I want to keep
Oh my
this.
God.
This is super funny. This
So,
is really funny.
I will
Okay.
say who's most likely to, and say a sentence. Say who's most likely to do something,
Uh-huh.
and you have to hold up the person you think it
Ah,
is,
okay.
and tell their names. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
So, who is most likely to respond to emails in crazy hours? So, Susana said herself. Susana also for Carla, and Patrícia herself. Okay, not unanimous. Who's most likely to skip a meal because of a production?
Ah.
This one is unanimous. Susana.
That's easy.
Yes. Who is most likely to do a meeting marathon? Like all day. Meeting.
Yes.
Also
Ah,
unanimous.
yeah.
Patrícia.
No doubt.
Who is most likely, for this one I'm curious, to spend more time on social media?
Ah.
Unanimous.
Yes, but, okay.
Susana.
Okay.
And the last one. Who is most likely to be available for fun activities in the office?
Ah.
Also unanimous, Carla, with in her famous TikTok for Carnival.
Yeah.
She's
For
also
sure.
ready.
For sure.
Carla, she's famous
No,
now.
she is, and she's very surprising because this carnival, she came up with
Yes.
the most funny. I mean, I will never forget your face on
Disco
that picture.
Spaceball.
No, because
Costume.
you're like on your zone, and then you come up with that. It's amazing.
And I have a bunch
Well-
of photos doing my
Well done.
my job, and Ricardo
Yes.
has some photos.
I think so.
That was a great costume, and that video that you guys made, it was really
It was
cool.
fun.
The metro, the braço de prata thing. Oh
we
my
have to
God,
give
it was-
an applause to
Yes,
the team. To the team.
Yes, they were
Thank you,
brave,
thank you.
really, really good.
No, it's always fun to do those kind of
It
things.
was very creative. So
So I think we wrapped with a fun activity.
I love this.
I
Thank
love
you so
this.
much.
Thank you, Francisca.
Thank you so
Francisca.
much. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
watching.
Thank you.
And
thank
we'll come soon with a second episode
Okay,
for
and
you.
I'll do my reputation and take a picture on. Okay, so I'll do the post. Okay.